Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. It is Jen again, back to talk with you about very important topics. This week we are going to be doing an anti-haul. And if you've never seen an anti-haul, it is when you talk about the things you are not going to buy. The first thing I want to mention about this video is that this is a judgment-free zone, meaning that if you choose to buy everything I talk about, I will not judge you. It is your choice as an adult or a child with a job or a child that can convince their parents to buy them things to get whatever you want. This is what I am not going to buy. So if you choose to buy it, I will not judge you, I promise. There are a lot of makeup addicts in my life because I have my What's Up in Makeup Facebook group, which is What's Up in Makeup Facebook group / What's Up in Makeup. Yes, it's facebook.com/group/What's Up in Makeup is my Facebook group. So we talk as beauty addicts all the time. I am personally a beauty addict. So I know what it's like to see something that's absolutely beautiful and say, I really have to have that in my life. And when you're in a moment of weakness, you can go online and you see it and it's so pretty and it's like, I just want to touch it and swatch it. And, oh, it's just so pretty. Click buy, and then you get it and you say, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And you swatch it and you use it and you say, oh, it's so pretty. And then the next day you pull for it and you're like, oh, it's pretty. And the next day you pull for it and you're like, all right, cool. And the next day you pull for it and it's like, all right, I bought this. And the next day you pull for it, it's like, why did I buy this? Have you ever been there where it's like the novelty kind of wears off on something you bought because you bought it because it was pretty, not because you needed it, not because, it was something that you had thought about for a long time, So I know that it happens, okay? It's happened to me. It's happened to the best of us. The next thing that I wanted to mention is that there are hundreds of products that are released each week in the cosmetic industry between hair care, skincare, makeup, all of that. So watching What's Up in Makeup, the show, that's when I first started learning really and truly how many products are coming out every single week. It's kind of insane. So there's no way we can buy everything. You just can't buy everything. You have to have some kind of, I don't know anybody that can buy everything. I'm sure there's people that can buy everything. But you have to have some kind of self-control over something, because even though I'm saying this is a judgment-free zone, I feel like you can't just buy everything because there's so much stuff coming out this week. I almost feel like it's just not possible. So, going through and deciding what you really, truly, truly, truly want and weeding out the things that you don't want. Like, I have things in my head that I know I want, but I know I probably won't buy that I did not include in this because I'm still on the fence with it. And having a YouTube channel, it's like, if I buy it after I showed it in an anti-haul, it's kind of like, so I really only put things in here that I was 100% sure, well, 90% sure that I wasn't going to buy. So anyway, let's see. Oh, last thing I wanted to mention, that this idea was created by the talented and fabulous Kimberly Clark. If you are not subscribed to Kimberly Clark, I don't know why not. Probably because maybe you haven't heard of her. It's an amazing channel for anti-hauls and other things. Kimberly and I had a chance to speak through email, so we are now acquaintances, which makes me super happy in my heart. We're both subscribed to each other's channel. I support her in her anti-haulness, and I think that it's amazing that she has done this and created this. So if you're not subscribed to Kimberly, go do it. You have to do it. Just pause right now, open up a new window, go to Kimberly Clark, subscribe. You will love her. Okay. So now that I have gone on about that for 4 minutes, let's go ahead and say hello to the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, because we are all going to be talking about makeup things we don't want to buy together. And you, if you're watching this on the replay, need to know who you're talking to. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way up to the top to the first people that landed in chat this morning. Banshee Muse is here. Amanda is here. Valerie is here. Elijah and Megan just had a moment of weakness at Ulta. It's okay, Megan. I still love you. Alicia is here. Valerie says, I've been going kind of hard at the makeup spending. Whoops. It happens, Valerie. It happens. Let's see. Reading Mom is here. Denise is here. And Afton Farm is here, whose name is Lee. I need to remember that. Afton Farm is Lee. And I think I had a little trick for that last week, and I have to remember that. All right. Redheaded for Trouble is here. Tierney is here. What about E? It says, what is the palette in the upper right corner? It is a lip palette, I believe, from Smashbox. If I remember correctly, I have it in my stuff to show you. But I believe it's a Smashbox lip palette. Everything that's in the thumbnail for this video is in the video. I actually screen captured it from my shopping cart that I saved, that everything will be deleted when this video is over. Elemento is here. Elemento Tree. I love that. Elemento Tree. Hello in Korea. Should be sleeping right now. Should have to work in 8 hours, but this is more important. Oh, that is so sweet. Catherine Downing is here. Check out her YouTube channel. Saucer Jess is here. Laura is here. That girl with curls. What's up, girl? Vicky Duggan is here. What's up, Vicky? Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, Vicky. Mwah. Cheyenne is here, Michelle is here, and Tabitha is here, Sarah is here, and Steph is here, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way down to the bottom, because if I said hello to everybody, it would, be forever. And I saw Nadine is here. What's up, Nadine? So, Vicky, by the way, email me, okay? So anyway, I think it's Vicky. There's so many Vickies. There's like 4 Vickies, and I think you're the Vicky that you need to email me. JenLovesReviews@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure it's you, Vicky, because I'm getting my Vickies confused. Okay. Let's see. Do I have evidence of the name of the Vicky that I need to talk to? No, I don't. I have that paper somewhere. I'm just not sure where it is. Okay. So anyway, let's get into the anti-haul. We're going to go to my phone screen. I have screen captured some things that I'm not going to buy. I don't think I sang it as good as Kimberly, because she's better than me. But this is the first thing I am not going to buy, and it is the Eevee Blender. The Eevee Blender is a new version of the Silly Sponge. If you know the Silly Sponge, it is a flat, terrible, useless piece of silicone. I thought about doing a video on it because it's so bad. I don't know how people get it to work. I don't know how. Okay, can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see that. There it is. It did focus a little bit. So this silicone flat blending sponge thing worked terribly for me. It was horrible. It was like Streak City, and I couldn't fix it no matter how much I tapped, no matter how much you can't swipe it because it looks like doo-doo. But terrible. Okay, so the Eevee Blender is made out of silicone as well. I shouldn't have taken a picture of the purple one. But it's a silicone thing, but it's got a texture to it. We featured it in the news not that long ago. It's got glitter in it. It's got a texture to it that's supposed to give you an airbrush finish, where the Silly Sponge is flat. This has a texture to it, so that's supposed to make the world of difference. My big problem with the Eevee Blender is it is $28 plus, I think, $5 shipping. So $33 or $4 shipping. I don't know. It's either $32 or $33 for a piece of silicone, which to me is insane. Like, this thing better be magical, and I'm not going to invest $33 in something like this, in a piece of silicone. That's what it is. Silicone is cheap. I'm not doing, that's insane. I don't know where they got that price point from. I think it's crazy, but she must be very smart, because people are paying that for this. People are paying that for this. So I don't know. I think it's crazy. I mean, and then Arwen has a really good point. She says silicone sponges take too long. They do. And it's not even a sponge, because a sponge absorbs something. That's kind of the definition of a sponge, is to absorb. Am I right? Am I going crazy here that a sponge has to absorb something? It's made out of silicone. It's not absorbing anything. So I don't know how they call it a sponge. I guess because it's kind of like a beauty blender sponge, but this beauty blender actually absorbs something, you know? But the point of this is not to absorb anything, so it's technically not a sponge. I don't know. But anyway, not going to buy it. It is so, in my opinion, overpriced, at least based on the marketing of it and what I've seen online from the company. I don't think anybody has their hands on one of these yet. So, next thing I am not going to buy. I'm going to say, it says it's not even a guarantee because it's still on Kickstarter. Vanessa is what the way your name is spelled. Vanessa, it looks like it might be guaranteed because they have met their goal. So that is what I'm thinking. I don't know that 100%. Beauty blenders are $35 in Australia. Beauty blenders are actually very good. If you want a great dupe for the beauty blender, try the Ulta brand sponge. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds like it would be hard as a brick, but it's not. They're actually really, really good. I got the jumbo sponge. It's in my Ulta video. I did an Ulta brand review, and it's in that video. There's actually some really great hidden gems from Ulta brand. So that's one of them. If you're looking for a great, affordable beauty sponge, definitely approve of the Ulta beauty sponge. I like it better than the Real Technique one. It's actually softer than that one. Okay, Elijah confirms that sponges do absorb. Yay! Rebecca says the new L'Oreal sponge is actually really, really good. That's great to know. Julie says, might as well wrap your fingers in plastic wrap. Agreed. Cassie says Jacqueline Morphe will be interesting. Wait for some reviews from non-fans. That's another thing I don't plan on buying is the Jacqueline Hill and Morphe palette. Okay, that wasn't planned. That was just brought up. Yeah, Jacqueline Hill is doing another Morphe palette. I have not had great luck with Morphe palettes. I do not own the 35O, which is supposed to be the best one. I own the 35O matte and the 35O shimmer. I find them to be quite ordinary. They're not bad, they're not good, they're just ordinary. There's nothing magical in my mind about them. There are some magical eyeshadow palettes out there. There's one that I reviewed recently, the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. That is an excellent palette. It is excellent. And no matter how much I personally, as a person, do not like Jeffree Star, the Beauty Killer palette was a very high quality. I really enjoyed that palette. There was like one or two shades that I've had to kind of work with to figure out how they work, like the gold shade. I've had to kind of figure that one out, but really is a very good eyeshadow palette. Where I feel like the Morphe eyeshadow palettes are just kind of, like they work, they're fine, but they don't blow me away, if you know what I mean. Like the way that they're kind of hyped up on YouTube. I don't feel like they're worth the hype, even though they're not bad. I know a lot of people love them, but I don't enjoy them. Geraldine says the Queen of Hearts palette is sold out. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad about that. Jen from Indie Kitty 1 says the silly sponge mentioned using another tool to finish blending. Well, what's the point of that then? Terry Lee, hi Terry Lee, healing kisses. I love my 35O, my 35F, and the new Kathleen Lights palette. The new Kathleen Lights palette looks very, very nice. Tina says, have I ever used Viseart? Yes, I do very much enjoy my one Viseart palette that I own. All right, so let me go to the next thing I'm not going to buy. I see something, somebody mentioned something that is actually in the anti-haul, so I'm not going to mention it yet because I'm not there yet, but I will get there. All right, next thing I'm not going to buy. The Kylie Cosmetics Peach Palette. Oh no, am I not going to buy this? Even though I've seen some beautiful looks created with this. You saw in the news this morning and all of the disaster with the scent of the Peach Palette. If you have not seen in the news, it's a huge story in the news today about people complaining about the Kylie Cosmetics Peach Palette. And I'm sorry that this is so yellow. I don't know why that's turning so gray on the screen. I'm going to see if I can brighten up. Ooh! What just happened? I'm going to see if I can brighten up my screen a little bit so you guys can see the screen better. Hold on a second. But basically what's happening is that, there we go. I got my screen nice and bright for you now. What happened is that it's not the Sweet Peach Palette, I don't think. I think it's just called the Peach Palette. If I called it the Sweet Peach Palette, I did not mean that. But supposedly the glue that holds the pan in has a very, very strong odor. And they're not really treating the customers very well as far as providing answers, providing refunds, providing exchanges. They're not really doing that very well, and I'm not very impressed with the brand right now. I will say that my friend Nancy did send me a one Kylie lip kit. I did not purchase it, and I am sad to say I really did like the liquid lipstick and the lip liner. Or what was it? Lip liner? Yeah, it's a lip liner, right? I forgot. Because I don't really use lip liners, but I mostly tried the liquid lipstick, and I remember thinking, I really don't want to like this. But I did. I actually really liked it, but I do not think that I will be purchasing it. Someone mentioned that they like my nail color. This is right here. It's right here, so I can show you. This is the Pretty Woman nail polish that I got, I believe, in Ipsy. It's already chipping. I've had it on for, this is day 2, but this chip happened yesterday. So I right now I'm not liking this because it chips really fast. At least it did on me. So let's go to the next thing. The next thing is unicorn makeup brushes. I will not be buying unicorn makeup brushes, and I will tell you why I will not be buying unicorn makeup brushes, because they are gorgeous. They make the child in me come out. It makes me think of Rainbow Bright. If you are of my age, you probably remember Rainbow Bright. It was one of my favorite shows back in the day. Kind of reminds me of that, and no, I won't be buying them. It still looks gray on the screen, but I won't buy them because they're just going to get dirty, and they won't be pretty anymore. And I don't like the tapered handle. I feel like that wouldn't be very fun to hold. I like a brush to be like, have like a handle to it, you know, like some substance in my handle, and they just look like wimpy handles. I don't know if they are or not. I've never held one before, but the fact that these things are going to get so filthy bothers me. I could use them for a display piece, but I don't think that that's something that I feel is worth it. Vanessa says unicorn brushes are repackaged from eBay. I don't know. I'm wondering where you got that information. That's very interesting. I know that they do sell them. There are a lot of bootleg sites that sell them, some scammy sites. If you ever go to a website that has a countdown timer that says, you know, that you only have so much time to buy something, it's a scam. Don't buy it. That's them trying to put pressure on you to buy it, or it'll say, only 10 left. Only 8 left, 7 left, and you think you're going to run out. It's a scam. It's not real. Don't buy it. The countdown, they will never run out, and the countdown timer does nothing when it goes all the way down to 0, because I've waited to find out. But yeah, I mean, I feel like these ones in particular, I believe are the original ones from Unicorn Lashes. I do feel like these are the original ones, like the ones that are real. Arwen says Jay Kissa gave them a bad review, but I love them. I'm not saying they're bad brushes. I don't know if they're bad or not. I just think that they're too pretty to use. And that's me. Nancy says, danger, Will Robinson. Nancy, I don't want them. Don't buy them. I love you, but I don't want them in my life. They're too pretty. Okay. The next thing in here is something I actually already talked about a little bit. That I am not... I love you, Nancy. So anyway, unicorn lashes are the original. Thank you, Geraldine. Vanessa says, same exact ones are on AliExpress, but they don't have the pretty case. Yes. And then Indie Kitty 1 says, I wouldn't use the unicorn brushes. I don't buy things just to display. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's kind of crazy. Tammy says, I've been intrigued by the Too Faced Sweet Peach, but it looks like a lot of browns. I have so many browns in my collection as it is. You may not need it then. You may not need it. All right, so this is the next thing that I'm not going to buy, and it's the new Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. And you know, this is a personal choice. I almost didn't talk about this one because I don't want to upset anybody. But this is a judgment-free zone. You do not judge me. I do not judge you. If you want to buy it, I do not judge you. Please go ahead and buy it. I personally have made the vow not to buy any more Jeffree Star products. Because I don't agree with some of the choices that he has made. He's been less vocal and verbal about being a cruddy person lately, but I'm not over it. I'm just not over it, and I just can't. I'm having trouble getting over it. I don't know the man. I don't know him, but there's other places I want to spend my money, and this is probably a fantastic palette. If it lives up to the Beauty Killer palette, it's probably fantastic. I love the color selection. The color selection is wonderful. I mean, I think he did a fantastic job with the color selection, almost doing a rainbow, but in like a muted tone. I mean, I think he did a wonderful job with this, and I'm sure that it's great, but because of personal reasons, I am not going to buy it. But I understand if other people do want to buy it, and that's fine. And again, no judgment. No judgment. And that's just my personal thing. So anyway, next up, a lot of people with their opinions in the chat about Jeffree Star. Arwen says, I can't help but buy all of Jeffree's products. He does have some very pretty products, I'll tell you. Liza says, same, I don't want any of my money to go to him. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not over it, to be honest. I'm not over it. All right, the next thing I'm not going to buy is the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, which is probably a good thing because I think it's pretty much sold out. I did hear that they had a restock on Huda's website not too long ago, but I'm not going to buy it because I've heard too many negative reviews of it. My friend Ishani over at Total Makeup Junkie 101, I can say my friend Ishani over at Total Makeup Junkie 101. I fangirled over her so hard when I met her at Generation Beauty. If you are not following Ishani and you like my review videos, like she is like my favorite channel. Like my favorite. My absolute favorite review channel is Ishani from Total Makeup Junkie 101, I have to say. It's hard to pick because I have so many friends on YouTube that I watch their videos. But I think Ishani's are my absolute favorite right now. And she reviewed this and she did not like it. And I saw a few other reviews of people that did not like it. So I'm not going to buy the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. So if you're not subscribed to Ishani and you like my reviews, you'll love her. You'll love her. Total Makeup Junkie 101. And I was seriously fangirling when I met her. I was fangirling hard. And she's got like, it's not like she's got a stupid amount of subscribers, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that I just respect her so much. I just have the huge amount of respect for her. I keep seeing Arwen's comments. Oh my god, I'm about to follow her now. How do you spell her name? It's just Makeup Junkie 101. She says her name is Ishani, but she doesn't. It's not in like the title. I did get to see Tati again. This is the second time I've met Tati, and she is such a sweetheart. She really is. She's a wonderful person. At least she seems to be in the 2 times that I've met her. She seems to be a fantastic person. And I love James. I think I hugged him too many times, though. Because every time I saw him, I gave him a new hug. He's probably like, get off me, lady. I just adore him. I adore him. He said nice things about my channel, so it made me happy. All right, so anyway. All right, next up, we're going to go. So that was my not at Sephora, not at Ulta. So let's go to my Sephora cart. And I'll show you all the things I'm not going to buy at Sephora. All these people saying that they love Ishani. Yay! Anna's here, our new reporter. Always looking for a good channel. Just subscribe to Makeup Junkie 101. Oh my gosh, you're going to love her. You're going to love her. Lisa says Tati is queen. I love Tati. I do. Oh no, it said my shopping cart was empty, but it's not. Okay. So here we go. First thing I'm not going to buy, also partially due to Ishani, is the Too Faced Better Together palette. And the dog one with the bags, no, I'm not buying it. I heard that the Kat Von D side is very nice, but the Too Faced side is, I don't know, it just doesn't call to me. It just doesn't call to me. I've tried the Tattoo Liner and Trooper, which is very, very good. Better Than Sex Mascara is a pretty good mascara for me. It does clump on me a little bit, but it's not a bad mascara. It's nice. And then, I don't know, the Too Faced side I definitely have before. I have in my collection. I have so many Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. I think I might have to chill out on Too Faced for a while because I feel like they're just releasing the same things over and over and over in pretty packaging. Too Faced is a master of marketing, and they are a master of packaging. They're so good at it. They're so good at it. Like, it's like any company that wants to see how to sell something, they need to look at Too Faced because Too Faced they're geniuses. Jared is a flippin' genius. But I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to stay strong, and I'm not going to buy it. The only way I will buy something from Too Faced from now until the end of time, I think, in this opinion, in this moment, right now, because I could go back on this, is if it looks unique in some way or another, other than the packaging, and or I get a lot of requests from the community for it, for a review. It's the only way. This is something that does not appeal to me. I don't like this side at all. The only thing that looks unique to me in here is the red, and how often am I going to wear red eyeshadow? It's just not going to happen. So there's no point in buying that. And go watch Ishani's review of it if you want to know more information about that, because she really did a fantastic job reviewing this and the one with the bags, the little bags. Ty says, yes, the Too Faced has a marketing team that rivals Beyonce's. I know, right? And Marina says, we're holding you to it, Jen. Oh, what did I just say? No, but I seriously feel like it. Banshee Muse says Too Faced has horrible eyeshadows. I would disagree that I don't think they have horrible eyeshadows, But I do not think that their eyeshadows are of high quality at this point, at least the ones that I have tried. I actually really like the shadow quality in the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip Palette overall. I felt like a lot of those shadows were of good quality. They worked very well. I just didn't like the shade selection, and I thought the shade selection was super weak. All right, the next thing that I am going to have to fight not to buy. Let me go up here. This is the Stila. No, wait, I'm not going to have to fight not to buy this. The Stila Glitterati Top Coat. Okay, this just came out. And it says it is a transparent pink multicolor sparkle, or you can get a transparent berry sparkle. It says it is a lip top coat that transforms the original matte color you love into a high wattage sparkle finish. I do not like glitter on my lips, and the reason why is I don't like the wear down. It's beautiful on Instagram. It's beautiful to go to an event or something if you want a high maintenance lip. But for even for filming, it's such a pain in the butt because I have to constantly check and make sure that the rest of my lip product isn't fading away where the glitter is staying. You know what I mean? It's like, no, not gonna buy it. No, 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 not gonna buy it. Okay. Next up, the Kevyn Aucoin, these just came out. The Neo Limelight, or any of these Kevyn Aucoin cheek products. I bought one of these Kevyn Aucoin cheek palettes. I forget which, it was like the original, I think it was the original one that he did. I don't know. It was a cheek palette that was ombre like this. It's very ordinary, and it's very expensive. It's $58 for this blush. It's so pretty. And that's the thing, is the prettiness sucked me in. I was in Sephora. I saw it, and I was like, that is so pretty. And I put it in my basket. And it was exactly the same scenario that I told you about in the beginning of this video, where I bought it, and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. And I tried it, and I was like, oh, it's pretty. And I tried it again, and I was like, oh, why the heck did I buy this thing? Because it's so expensive, and it's a blush. That's all it is. It's a blush. It's a blush. $58 for some powder. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's see, I'm reading the comments to see if there's anything having to do with what we're talking about right now. They're having a great conversation. Sylvia says, can someone tell me where to get a beauty blender? Need to know. You can get them at Sephora. You can get them... Where else can you get them? Tabitha, thank you for getting that creeper. That was upsetting. People are so mean to me. Why are people so mean to me? You can get them at Sephora. I can't remember. I'm not sure where else. Can you get? I don't think you can get them at Ulta. But honestly, I really like the Ulta brand sponge just as much. Just as much. Jen, what do you think of, Yesenia wants to know, hi Yesenia, wants to know, what about the Too Faced Natural Love Palette? I will probably skip it unless there are lots of requests because it looks extremely ordinary. All right, so next up, this is something that I've been very, very, very tempted to get because of one review in particular. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This has been all over YouTube. Okay, the very first video, I'm not going to say who it was because I'm not trying to call anybody out, but the very first video I watched on the Blur Stick was an obviously sponsored video that was not disclosed, and it bothered me. It made me sick to my stomach the way this person, way she was pushing this product. She was pushing it hard. Like, use my code, use my code, use my code. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Use my code. Like, it was not pleasant to watch. I just noticed my head's chopped off. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on a second. So it was, sorry about, I have all this mess above. I don't like the way the top of my dresser is. I need to fix that and make it look prettier. Let me just sit back a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'll just sit back a little bit. So the way that she pushed this product really, really bothered me, like a lot. And I was like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe that it's good. I can't believe it because this person has outright not disclosed that they're sponsored and is pushing their discount code so hard. It made me upset. I unsubscribed from the person, and I was very upset. But then, my friend Laura over at Mrs. Lola Lynn reviewed this in her Friday Favorites, and she loves it too. So then I believed it. Well, maybe it is good, because Laura says it's good. But at the same time, I don't really need a blur stick. I don't need that. I mean, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I don't need, sorry, I just realized I was like digging in my eye. I apologize. I know that bothers some people. But I don't need a blur stick. That's not something I need in my life. You know, I don't have large pores. I don't have a lot of I don't have any scarring. So I don't need a blur stick. I'm not getting it. It's another product. You know, I've heard places about, you know, like eye creams that you don't necessarily really need eye creams because regular face creams are basically the same thing as eye creams. I've heard that. But then I think about, I don't want to put regular face creams around my eyes because you probably can't get those in your eyes. I don't know. But anyway, my point is, that I feel like companies are constantly trying to come out with new products that we need. New things to add into our routine that may or may not be helpful. And I think this may be one of them. Because I don't think everybody needs a blur stick. I don't think I need a blur stick. But then maybe that's because I have never tried a blur stick. Maybe if I ever tried one, I would know if I needed it or not. But I really don't feel like I need this in my life. I don't feel like I need it in my life. My head's still cut off for reals. Maybe if I... Goodness gracious. See if I can move it back a little bit. Don't knock the light over, Jen. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Because the problem is I can't see what I'm doing very well. Like, I don't really see. Karen says, Thriftic, my friend Cassie, started out liking it, but it didn't hold up for her. That's good to know. That's very good to know. I've known Cassie forever. Since way before her channel blew up. So I trust her. All right, next one. Another very beautiful product. Very, very beautiful. This is the Guerlain Meteorites Happy Glow Blush and Highlighter. Wait till you see this thing. Wait till you see it. Let's have a moment of silence for people's wallets. Because this is gorgeous. I want this in my life. I want it. It is $54. Do I need that in my life? No, I don't. I don't need that in my life. Why do I need that? I don't need it. But it's beautiful. But I don't need that in my life. Brianna wants to know if I'm going to get the Violet Voss Ride or Die palette. I don't think so. I think I'm going to wait for the next Violet Voss release. So, yeah. Yesenia, I actually already have something under the computer to make it higher. But thank you so much for mentioning that. Is my head still cut off? Goodness gracious. I need to hold on a minute. Let me put my chair down. It's driving me crazy. It's probably driving other people crazy too. Let's go like this. Okay. Did that make me go shorter? Now I'm probably too short now. Fighting with, no, that's better. That works. Okay. So anyway, not going to buy the Guerlain Meteorites Happy Glow Blush and Highlighter. Because it's a stupid price for something that's really, really pretty. And another thing that I'm not going to buy is this Sephora Collection Pro Dimensional Highlighting Palette. Look how pretty that is. It's so pretty. It's got this beautiful holographic packaging. Well done to Sephora on the holographic packaging. It's really, really pretty. Rainbow stuff is super in right now. Everybody loves the rainbow everything. That is not an impressive shade selection for a highlighter palette, at least in my opinion. I feel like they were trying, I don't know what they were trying to do. I would imagine this would be good for like eyeshadow highlighting. But, I mean, for me, I don't see myself using a silver highlight on my cheeks. These two over here are silver. I haven't swatched it yet, but it's getting terrible reviews on the Sephora website. Terrible reviews. Really, really bad reviews. So this is definitely a no for me. It's got a three-star rating. It says it's an innovative and revolutionary palette consisting of 3 lightweight buildable cream highlighters and 2 high shine glaze top coats in shades that flatter every skin tone. Oh, okay. I should have read that first. I guess glazed top coats meaning that you're supposed to put them over your lips, I guess. I don't know. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't look like something that I need in my life. The shade selection's weird. It's weird to me. All right. You guys ready for the next one? Let's read some comments real quick. Let's see. AJ Chem says the Sephora highlight palette is supposed to be weird and greasy. Yeah, ooh, gosh. Nika says the Sephora highlighters are all sheer glosses, basically. Ugh. Brittany says it's meant for photo shoots, not longevity, apparently. Ugh. Victoria says, or Victoria, Veronica, VCB. The Sephora palette is cream like Vaseline. Yep. Megan says, Jen, what about the new Lorac brunch palette? Oh, it's on the list. It's on the list. Wait till we get to Ulta. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, no, the brunch palette. This is different. That's one that just launched today. So that is not on the list. The other Lorac palette's on the list. But I don't know. I haven't looked enough at it yet, but probably not. Geraldine says that rose highlighter would be $60 for a display product. Hardly any product and really powdery. Bunny Graveyard Girl has a review on it. Nice. Brianna says Violet Voss is way too expensive for what it is. There is the new Lorac Pro Palette. There's a new Lorac Pro Palette? What? Did I miss that? Is there a Lorac Mega Pro 4? I know that there's the 2 is on sale at, I'm sweating. Woo. The 2 is on sale at HSN right now, but that's not a new one. That one was actually not this past year, but the year before. So maybe that's the one you're talking about. I don't know about another Lorac Pro Palette. That's crazy. I do have a few more things on here, and then I want to move to Ulta. So the next one, this one will be fast. Tom Ford lip colors. If you saw my So Schwa unboxing, I did not really like the Tom Ford lipstick for the price point. $53 for a lipstick is insane to me. It better be magical. It was not magical, therefore will not be buying those. Oh, I accidentally exited out of my Sephora. Okay. Next up, Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipsticks. As of now, I do not plan on buying these. The price point is high, I believe. The price point is $18, which is about typical for a higher-end liquid lipstick. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it. It's got very, very, very mixed reviews. I think I would have to see a lot of reviews on it, and I don't think I'm going to review them. I mean, the only way I would get it would be to, like, get one shade for comparison purposes, but I really don't think I'm going to get that. All right, Benefit has been, let me see what anybody else saying anything. Let's see. I'm looking at the comments to see if anybody else is saying anything. Yeah, Felicia says, no way I would spend over that much money for a lip product. Yeah, absolutely. Melissa says, I tried the UD liquid lipstick and I love it. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. All right, Benefit has I'm actually working on a Benefit brand review. So the only way that I would get this would be if I was going to use it for the brand review. But these are the new, they're real, double the lip, lipstick, and liner in one. This is my big problem with this design. Okay, you can see here, that's the tip of it. It's got the liner over here and the lipstick over here. Though I do appreciate that they're trying to do something new. When that wears down, how in the world are you going to use that as a liner? Like, unless you, I guess you could put like a lip brush in it and use it as a liner, but I just don't, I'm not high maintenance like that. I don't do that. That's too much. So I feel like I wish that there was some way to keep the liner part sharp. I mean, that's kind of the point of the liner, is to make it to be sharp, so you can get it like right around the edges. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could kind of press it around your lip upside down, like when you go like this. It'll kind of give you that line, but then you have to flip it upside down to go this way, and I just know. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to have to see reviews on it, but I don't think I'm going to, if I do buy it, it'll only be for the Benefit brand review, because Benefit did send me some products to go for my brand review, so I just don't think it's going to work. I'm skeptical. Let's just say that. All right, this is the Smashbox Be Legendary Cream Lipstick Palette. I am not a fan of lip palettes at all. Twilight says, no, WTH Benefit is always stepping out of the box, but this, no. Or stepping into the box with their box powders. So anyway, so this, Brittany says Korean brands have been doing that dual lip pool color forever now. They want the darker color in the inside of the lips, though, which I think looks weird. I don't like that. I like to make the center of the lips pop. I have seen that, though, with the darker in the center. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. But this is a Smashbox lip palette. I don't like lip palettes because I like to be able to bring whatever lip color I have with me, like whatever I'm wearing, I like to have it with me. This would be fun for like a makeup artist. I always see lip palettes as being great for makeup artists, but definitely not for me. I don't like red packs. $75. $75! Oh my gosh! That's insane. But it has a lot of product in it. It's 25 pans at 0.88 ounces. That's a lot of product. So it seems to be a pretty good value, but no. All right, the Narcissist Unfiltered Cheek Palette. This is the Unfiltered 2. It's very pretty. It's very pink. It makes my eyes happy. It makes my heart happy to see it. And I'm not going to buy it. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I don't need it. Nope. Don't need it. It's pretty. I don't need it. Oh my gosh, where are all the mean people coming from? I've had at least two people call me ugly today. What is that? Why are people so mean? I'm a very nice person. I'm very nice. I'm a nice person. Why are people so mean? Like, I feel like lately I have really been getting a lot of meanness from the internet. Me and a lot of love too, but it's hard to focus on the love when there's so much mean. It's like, why are people so mean? What happened to you? Why are you so hurt inside? It makes me hurt for people that are so mean. I feel bad for them. All right, moving on. Ulta. Okay, I'm over it now. Ulta. Let's move on. I got 5 things in my Ulta bag. The first thing is the Tartist Pro Glitter Liner. It's so pretty, and it's so sparkly, and it's so pretty. But when am I ever going to use a glitter liner? When? I have a glitter liner. How many times have I used it? I got it in that eye set in the Sephora. What you call it? Oh, I don't have the box anymore. The Sephora eye set, the Give Me Some Eyes or whatever it was called, or Smoky Eyes or something. I've used that thing like twice. I don't wear glitter eyeliner, but it's so pretty. It calls to me. It says, please buy me. But no, I'm not going to buy it. Carla says, hi, Jen. Hi, Carla. Carla's my friend in real life. Don't you think it's harder to say no to drugstore products? I catch myself buying a lot of things I don't need at the drugstore, and justifying that it's so inexpensive. Yes. That's why I pretty much stay out of all drugstore makeup sections. And the thing is, too, is that for me, the hardest thing with drugstore makeup is when something new comes out and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to review that, and then I never review it. It never happens. Like the new L'Oreal foundation that I used for What's Up with Makeup this week. It's in the Getting Ready With Me video that's on whatsupwithmakeup.com if you want to see me using that foundation. It should be up on there. I think Tabitha put it up. Thank you, Ari. Ari says she thinks I'm beautiful. Thank you. That makes me happy. It erases all the negative. Thank you. It's like an eraser. But yeah, I mean, I feel like when I see something new and trendy, like I tried to buy all the new L'Oreal stuff. I got one of the eyeliners. I got the foundation. I tried to get the contour palette and a couple other things from Amazon when it was on pre-order. But some of it never came, and it just made me discouraged, and I just never did it. And my list of videos I want to film is stupid long. So I need to like calm myself. But yes, Carla, sometimes I do have a lot of trouble with the drugstore. Especially things that like Wet n Wild and stuff like that. When I see something that looks really cool. Or like Essence, I have a really bad Essence problem. Like Essence and Catrice, I think I have a problem. Especially Essence. I always want to buy everything Essence when I go into Ulta. So, alright, let's move on to the next one. I saw something with the Lancome Rose palette. I don't know, Lorella, I'm not sure what that is. I don't know why in my head I don't know what that is. My phone shut off. Hold on a second. Okay, let's go to the next thing. So anyway, I don't need glitter liner in my life, even though it's pretty. Okay, this is something I'm not going to buy. It is very inexpensive. This is the same thing, Carla. I was like, oh, but it's only $9. Maybe I'll get it and try it. No, I don't need it. This is the new Ulta Beauty New Hue Shadow Switching Pan. It's supposed to be kind of a dupe-ish thing for the color switch. And I don't need that in my life. I don't need a color switch in my life. You know what I use the color switch? I use a washcloth. I have washcloths that are specifically used for makeup. They're these bright neon blue washcloths. And when I'm doing my makeup, I lay a washcloth over my lap. It protects my pants from my makeup. And then I go like this and I rub it on my washcloth. And that's it. That's my thing. That's what I do. That's the thing. That's what I do. I don't need that. I have a washcloth. Does just as good. So no. That's just what, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the whole color switch thing is great for some people. I know that it's effective. I know that it works, but I don't need that in my life. And then people talk about putting the hair donut in like a container or whatever, using the hair donuts. I mean, you could do that, but I just use a washcloth. It's easier for me. That's the way I feel. Lorac California Dreaming Shadow Palette. This just came out not that long ago. Looks like this. Very pretty packaging, very ordinary looking on the inside. Julie says she uses a microfiber towel. Oh no, is my laptop fan is on again. I apologize, there's nothing I can do about it. It turns on sometimes. Oh. Air conditioner, filter, and cut it. Very good, Melissa. I love that idea. I apologize if there's a hum in the background. Only so much I can do. That's the problem with all these YouTube videos being of perfect quality. When something like my fan comes on, it's like, it's a fan. I can't do anything about it. Oh, you can see my mess in the background. Can you see my mess? A little bit. It's okay. Whatever. Oh, it's over here. A mess over there. Anyway, California Dreaming Palette looks very, very ordinary. We've got a little bit of purple, a little bit of maroon green. We've got a shade called Kitty Cat that looks really pretty. But it just looks like everything else I own. There's nothing unique or original about this, in my opinion. So no. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Don't need it in my life. Sorry for my bad singing. Okay, next up. Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Eye Contour Light and Shade Palette. Light and Shade. Makeup Revolution. You know what? I do give Makeup Revolution props for their thievery. I do. I mean, I feel like, you know, they steal just enough for dupiness. Just enough. Light and shade. Wizardry and witchcraft. But I get it. You know, you're trying to sell products, and it's all about the marketing, and, you know, it's supposed to be a dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Not going to buy it. And I'll tell you the big reason why I'm not going to buy it. It's because I don't own the original. I don't have the original Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So there's no reason for me to buy this. Because I have nothing to compare it to for a video. And it doesn't look interesting to me. It's the same shades over and 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 over again. You know? So, moving on. Let's see. RSM Beauty says, what do you recommend for acne? What I would recommend is to go over to my Facebook group and ask them, because they are much more experts than I am. That's the glory of my Facebook group. I hate to keep talking about the Facebook group, but you have to go there to understand how amazing it is. The women over there are amazing. You ask them a question, 15 minutes later, you have like 15 answers. It's crazy. They're insane. They're wonderful. Okay, and then that's group/what's the makeup if you want to join. Okay, last one on here. Actually, this is my last one. And then we have 8 minutes to talk about whatever you guys want. Okay, what you need it. What do I need? Karen says I need something. You talking about the Makeup Revolution? You know what? I've heard good things about the Makeup Revolution one too, but I'm not getting it. I'm not doing it. I'm not letting you convince me. Not getting it. No. You're not going to convince me. I did hear good things though. Makeup Revolution is hit and miss for me. Nadine says Makeup Revolution is awesome. I have had some misses with Makeup Revolution, but I've really had some great hits too. Brianna says, Jen, are you going to buy any of the new ColourPop Pressed shadows? I know you don't like the Super Shock shadows. I actually got some at Generation Beauty. So I do have some, and I would love to review them. I have a long list of things I want to review. I have a lot of indie brands that I'm focusing on. I have the Essence brand review, and I have, what else? The Balm brand review that I want to redo. So, anyway, okay, so the last thing I have on here is the Professional Blending Brush by Revlon. These things really, I'm very skeptical of these things. There would have to be some amazing reviews of this. I don't like a beauty blender on a stick. That's what this is to me, is a beauty blender on a stick. I like to be able to pounce my face. I want to be able to hit my face and blend my makeup at my leisure. I feel like this bulb thing is just going to pop off. And I'm not going to be able to get that press. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to get that thing. The texture of the foundation. I'm just hitting myself in the face. I'm like, actually, I'm like, wait a second, that kind of hurts. I better stop. But anyway, I just don't think that's going to be a functional. I don't think, it would have to have amazing reviews for me to buy it. It is $10.99. I don't see me buying that. No. Not gonna buy it. By the way, my Ulta cart is $88.99 of the things I'm not going to buy. And my Sephora cart is $502 of things I'm not going to buy. It adds up really fast at Sephora. Have you noticed that, how fast a cart can add up? You can get like 3 things, you can be at $150. It's like, what? How did that even happen? How did that happen? It's amazing. So for the next, actually we have 10 minutes because I came on a little bit late. I want to talk about what you're not going to buy in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness. It's going to be all about you. Let's talk about the things, well, I want to comment too on the things you're not going to buy. But overall, I want to see what you guys think. Okay, Ezra says, Kat Von D Shade and Light, I use it every day. Transition shades are everything. Also, that Revlon thing is terrible, not even worth the look or mention. I got it. What? I got a Target one. Same thing, blurred. Yes, and I have heard wonderful things about the Kat Von D Shade and Light. Wonderful things. I'll let other people review that. I'm just letting it go. Okay. Banshee Mew says, sorry, but big no. In ancient times, people used to wipe their buns with a sponge on a stick. I did not know that. I learned something new today. It makes sense, though, because you'd want it to absorb, I guess. How do you clean that? Rach Punk says, ColourPop pressed eyeshadows are amazing and very pigmented. I love them. They are my new favorites. I do have them. I have not tried them yet. Michelle's funny. Thank you, Michelle. Jamie says, I'm watching Animal Planet right now. Okay. Enjoy. Arwen says, always so fast. I don't know what you're talking about. Kathy says, Beauty Junkies contour sponges are awesome. Nice dupe for the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Junkies sponges, I've had them rip on me, some of them. I still have a bag of them. I've only used, I think, 2 of them out of the bag. And the ones in the bag didn't rip, but the black one did rip on me from Beauty Junkies. I've heard more and more people saying that their Beauty Junkies brushes are falling apart, which makes me really sad. I'm hoping they're being cleaned correctly, meaning that you don't get water in the ferrule, which I'm assuming they are being cleaned correctly. I got my Beauty Junkies brushes a long time ago, so I can't speak to their current quality. Maybe they changed it. But the contour sponges, the pack I've really liked, but the black one ripped on me. I always forget, it's Dreamer or Drema. I always forget. I'm going to say Dreamer. I forget. I'm sorry, hon. I think that they believe that if they put a handle on anything, you will buy it. Nope, agree. They're just trying to change it up. They're trying to be creative, and it doesn't work. Julia says, I placed a massive ColourPop order yesterday. I'm bad. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. No judgment. No judgment. Thank you, Jamie. Brittany says, Sephora is the reason I still have student loans. Aww. Yeah, I would still have student loans if it wasn't for my husband. My husband paid off my student loans this year, finally. 11 years teaching, finally got my student loans paid off. Finally. Okay, I missed some stuff. Peanut butter and honey. Too-Faced peanut butter and honey, I haven't decided yet. I don't think I'm going to get it. I haven't decided because it looks very ordinary. But that yellow, though, in the Too-Faced peanut butter and honey looks beautiful. Amanda says she's not buying the Pastel Goth. Don't watch my review video then. Don't watch it. Because it's really good. It's a great palette. It's good. Christy says she's passing on the Sweet Peach. Good for you. Pastel Goth is amazing. It's something that interests you. My shadow is odd, says, yep. Jenny says, why no on the Viseart? I probably won't buy too many Viseart palettes just because of the price point. And because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and I don't think I would review the Viseart palettes. I feel like there's so many reviews out there. Unless there was a Viseart palette that really stood out to me as being unique, I don't think I would review it on the channel, so it would just be another palette in my collection, and it would just collect dust, to be honest, because I'm constantly reviewing eyeshadow palettes. So it's like I always have something new to try. I don't get to use the stuff that I already own all that much. So I probably will not buy any Viseart palettes just for that reason, because it'll probably collect too much dust. Not because I don't want to use it, because I just don't have enough eyes to use it because of the things I'm constantly reviewing. So Fawn says she's skipping the Too Faced and Kat Von D Better Together collection. Me too. Me too. Karen said the same thing. Ty says Kat Von D Pastel Goth is a no for me. And I'll give you a little preview of the review. I feel like with the Pastel Goth, you just really have to want those shades. If you like those shades and you think you'll use them, then I'm going to end up recommending it to you. But it really has to be one of those things that it calls to you, that you know, not just because it's pretty, but because you think you'll actually use it. MQTS Printer says Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is something she's not going to buy. Wow. Okay, cool. It's expensive, man. Do you need it if you have a concealer you love? No, you don't need it. But it is a good concealer. I'll love it. Annie says not buying anything from Becca or Too Faced anymore, or Morphe. Becca, I don't have a strong opinion, a strong positive opinion about Becca. I don't have a strong negative opinion about Becca, but I don't have a strong positive opinion about Becca. I'm kind of like here with them. That's the same way I am about NARS. I'm just kind of stuck here. I have this like rating in my head of all these different brands, you know? So I'm at like, Becca at like 60% in my head. NARS at about 50. Where Too Faced, I'm at like 70. You know, like I've got this like, I don't even know if that makes any sense, but I've got this thing in my head. Maybe it's the teacher in me. I don't know. Julia says, I'm just trying to buy the Urban Decay Electric. Do you like it? Worth the price? I feel like the Urban Decay Electric is worth the price if you're going to use it. It is a very good quality palette if you're going to use it. But those shades are not something, I mean, I own it, but I can count on one hand how many times I've used it. And actually, I don't own it because of myself buying it. My husband actually bought it from when he had a beauty channel. My husband had a beauty channel for a while, and it was hilarious and very inappropriate and disgusting. It was a parody channel, and he's gross. He was very vulgar and gross on it, but it was hilarious in my opinion, and I love my husband. But it was, what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called. Fun Time with John, I think is what it was called. You can find it. If you want to watch something crazy, do not have your children in the room because he's very inappropriate. I think it's Fun Time with John is what it was called. It's been a while since he's made a video, and he has no plans of making any more videos. But he's hilarious. But anyway, so he bought that, the electric palette, to use in his videos. And I've used it maybe twice. She Diary says, are you getting any of the products that Pixie did with YouTubers? No, I'm not. I'm not planning on getting any because overall, I have not been a fan of Pixie products. I have friends that love Pixie products. They love Pixie. And I have had such bad luck with their products. I do not plan on getting any. They did give some products at Generation Beauty that I have not tried yet, but no, I don't plan on getting any of the Pixie stuff. Paul says you need to try out the Vitamin C makeup on Etsy. It's so good. Really? Vitamin C makeup on Etsy. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Kimberly says she wants to try, Ty says she wants to try the Shape Tape. Kimberly says I want to try the new ColourPop shadows. I will let you know, I hope. The plan is to let you know about the ColourPop Press Shadows. Samantha said a good motto is, I'm not going to buy it right now. If it's still around in a few weeks and I still really want it, then I'll get it. If something is good, in general, it will still be there. That's a really good point. You know, to give yourself a break, kind of back off for a minute before you impulse buy, think about it and come back. I think that's great advice. Elise says, oh no, I love all my Beauty Junkies brushes and sponges. Elise, when did you buy them? Did you buy them a long time ago or have you bought them recently? Because I got mine a long time ago, and I'm concerned that maybe they've changed their quality. Because I don't want to recommend them if they're different now, you know what I mean? But I love mine. I absolutely love my Beauty Junkies brushes. FBH16 says, not going to buy the Kat Von D Too Faced collab. I love the packaging, but the colors don't call to me. I think a lot of people felt that way. Definitely. Same thing. Jess says, the Lancome Rose highlighter, just no. Yes! Have you seen the Lancome Rose highlighter? The one that's got the rose inside and has, like, a dusting of product. It's like $60 for like a satiny kind of rose and, you know, a little bit of powder in it. Gimmicky. It's beautiful though, isn't it? Isn't it pretty? But I've heard not good things. Arwen says not going to buy Kylie's Diary palette. Yeah, me either. I don't think I'm going to buy anything from Kylie Cosmetics. I'm not impressed with what I've seen from their customer service, and I'm concerned that if I buy something from them and I don't like it, that I won't be able to return it or that I'll have a bad customer service experience. I don't trust that they put a lot of love into their quality inspection. They've had a lot of drama surrounding their quality. Remember in the beginning of the Kylie Cosmetics, their very first product, the lip glosses, had that the brush problem where the brush was all wonky and crunched. on the very first lip products, and then they had the, I think it was metal liquid lipsticks, I think, the top liquid lipsticks, they were missing like a good portion of product, like a third of the tube was empty in those, and now with the not sweet peach, now with the peach palette, with the scent thing and how they're treating people, I mean, that's 3 strikes, man. That's 3 strikes. That's not good. Like, there needs to be more quality control. Like, seriously, like, I don't understand. I don't understand why there isn't more quality control. I don't. Oh, it skipped all the way down. Okay. Sorry if I missed some people. I know there's so many good comments in here. If I missed you, I promise you it's not on purpose. Come back after the video renders. It usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes for this to fully post on YouTube. Once it does, leave your comment down in the comment section so that I can read it there, because I know I'm missing a lot of really good stuff here. Steph says Kylie doesn't care. She just laughs to the bank. I don't know that for a fact. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. She's making a lot of money. She already got a lot of money. It's like, when somebody's that rich, why do you even want more money? Like, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? I love when I see, like, people that are billionaires donating lots of money. It makes me happy in my heart when I see people that have too much money, don't know what to do with it, donating it. It's like, what are you going to do with it once you get to that point, you know? Sharon says $60 for 1.6 grams of blush. No. Yeah, agreed. Geraldine says the Valentine's Day item I've seen released that I've been interested in is Sugar Pill. That lip color, though, and they do great red eyeshadows. You know, I don't own anything from Sugar Pill. I've heard good things about it, though. Deborah says, has anyone tried the No Cosmetics No My Lips Are Sealed Lipstick Top Coat? No, I don't know anything about that. Amanda says, I've had my Beauty Junkies brushes since you recommended them. Lost a couple, but the BH Cosmetics ones I found at TJ Maxx were similar and better handles. Wow, great to know. That's fantastic. I don't own any BH Cosmetics brushes. That's great. Nadine says people are going to buy her stuff even if it's SH. Maybe. Steph says her liquid lips are great, but the CS sucks. I don't know what CS is. They didn't send me something, and they wouldn't send it to me at first. I missed that. I got confused. Fawn says she's not buy anything from Kylie either. Twilight says same thing. No for the Kylie stuff. Elena says, what are your thoughts on the Urban Decay liquid lipstick? I don't like them. I haven't tried them. I don't want to like them, so I don't plan on buying them because I don't want to like them. All right, I just know. Megan says, what I do want to buy is the Solo Look Dirty Dancing palette because I live vicariously through Baby. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that in the show today? Oh, I'm so excited about that palette. Oh my gosh. Solo Look and I have kind of been going back and forth with, like, talking with them as a brand. And I tried let me show you their Flashdance palette. I have it right here. This is the Flashdance palette that they came out with. And this is, like, legit made with Paramount. Like, this isn't, like, you know, that they ripped off Flashdance. Like, they actually had a contract with Paramount to make this. So this is the Flashdance palette. So I'm really, really excited about the Dirty Dancing palette because the quality of these shadows is so good. Let me swatch the Flashdance palette for you. My only complaint about the Flashdance palette is that it's really dark. So it doesn't really match my skin tone very well. But it's great as a supplemental palette. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it. Did I just... Oh man, I did the same swatch twice. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so this swatch doesn't count. For that one. To like rub it off. Okay, so those are the swatches for the Flashdance. And they're just really good quality. I did wear this as an eye look one day. It was really dark on me. But I did really like the quality. Lasting power was fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to the Dirty Dancing palette, like, a lot. Like, I cannot wait, because Dirty Dancing is, like, my mom and I's movie together, and it's so sentimental to me. Like, it's like me and my mom, Dirty Dancing. Like, just reminds me of my mommy, so. But anyway, it's an hour and 3 minutes, this is called Sola Look, the brand, S-O-L-A Look, Sola Look. I don't know if the Flashdance palette is still available or not, but if these shadows call to you, I would definitely recommend getting it. The pans are really, really, really big, but it is really good. I do really like it. I didn't get a chance to review this, but I really like it. They did send this to me as like a thank you for mentioning them in the news. So I'm hoping they send me the Dirty Dancing palette. Cross your fingers for me. Cross your fingers for me, because if they don't send it to me, I'm going to buy it. It's going to happen. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Yes, Nancy. Yes. And that's their ad. If you saw it in the news today, that's their ad. It says nobody puts baby in the corner, and it talks about the palette. I'm just so excited about it. I'm with you, Megan. Totally with you. But anyway, oh my gosh, I'm dying. And it's in collaboration with Dirty Dancing, with the company. I forget which company made Dirty Dancing, but it's in collaboration with them. So you can go to the Dirty Dancing Instagram and follow it there too, because it's all like legit. Like, it's not shady, it's legit. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pop off here, spend some time with my family, do some things around the house, do some laundry probably, spend some time with my kids, and yeah. Hopefully it'll be a good day. I'm not watching the Super Bowl today. I'm not a football person. And right now, at this point, I don't have any close friends that are football people. So we're not going to go to a Super Bowl party. We're just going to spend time together, maybe do some shopping. Today's a great day to go grocery shopping, because nobody's going to be there after the Super Bowl starts. And just get out of the house maybe a little bit. So, you know what? I don't know. She Diaries wants to know how much this palette was. I honestly don't know, because I didn't purchase it. But go to sololook.com and check it out there. I wish I had that information, but I don't. So, yeah, Dirty Dancing is amazing. So smart, so smart. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. My next video coming out, hopefully, is the Velvet 59 indie brand review, and then I have a video about 3 YouTubers that I want to recommend to you, not because they're friends of mine, because one of them is not someone I'm close to, but just channels that I've just been really loving that are under 15,000 subscribers, or 15,000, like, yeah, under 15,000 subscribers. There's 3 people that I want to recommend to you. So I think that video is going to come out this week, and maybe one other one. So hopefully you're subscribed so that you don't miss that. And chat next week should be at 10 a.m. Suggestions for chat topics can always be left in the comments underneath the video. Join the Facebook page if you want to keep chatting. It's a great place to go hang out. And again, it's facebook.com/groups/what's-up-in-makeup, and I'm recommending it to you because I know you're going to love it, not because I want numbers. Because some people have accused me of only caring about numbers, and that is so far from the truth. There's 16,000 people over there, almost 17,000 people over there, and it doesn't matter. The numbers don't matter. What I love is the community aspect, and I genuinely think you will really enjoy it over there if you want to go over. So check it out if you like. And anything else I want to tell you? whatsupinmakeup.com if you want to know what's on my face in today's show of What's Up in Makeup. Or if you want to see the where to buy page, where you can see where to buy everything that was in the show today. Trying to think anything else. I think that's pretty much it. All right. Mad love to you, my friends. Have a great week, and I will see you soon.